students, in the previous session we discussed about small meaning of business and as well as introduction about chapters, and also we know the syllabus pattern of first PUC business studies. And now in this session here we are going to discuss about chapter wise, that means syllabus wise discussions will be done in this class. Here in this class, first chapter is nature, purpose and concept of business. So in this first chapter, here you are going to learn meaning of business and nature of business and what was the purpose of business, and as well as here you are going to know the concept of business. And dear students, make a note, here you have to maintain one separate book to maintain write to these points. So it is helpful to read or recall the points whatever we done in the sessions. First of all, here I am going to discuss meaning of business. So in the previous session only you know the meaning of business. So here the word business is derived from the one simple word, that is busy. So here the word business is derived from the word busy. So it means busy means always busy. That means here they are always engaging some other work is called as business. So here they may ask for one more question, what is business means? Here you have to write the word business is derived from the word busy, thus means always being busy. Thus always being busy is known as business. Understand? And the next one is, here they may going to ask for two more questions. What is business means? Here you have to write like this. So here business means, your business is a regular occupation. That means your business is an occupation. Here they are always engaging some other work like production, sale or distribution of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit is known as business. So the business means business is an occupation. Business is an occupation. Here they have to engage in regular activities. They are engaging regular activities. So here you are going to know that what are the regular activities means. Here the regular activities means like production of commodities. So your commodities is nothing but goods. So here production or sale of commodities or goods and services for the purpose of earning profit. For the purpose of earning profit. So I think all of you understood the meaning of business. So here the business means business is an occupation. Here they have to engage in regular activities. So what are the regular activities means? Here they are going to engage in activities like production or sale of commodities. So the commodities is nothing but goods. So here they are going to exchange or production or sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit. So every business may main motive or main objective is to earn a profit. Here the every business main motive is earning a profit is known as business. Understand? And also here the businessman is always satisfy the needs of a customers. Business is always satisfy the needs of a society or customer or customers. So the business is always here they are going to satisfy the needs of a customers. Understand? This is the meaning of business. I think all of you understood the meaning of business. So here they may ask for 2-mark question. So make a note of this meaning. Understand? In every society, here the activities are broadly classified into 2 types. Okay? Economic activities and the second one is non-economic activities. So the economic activities means here they are going to earn money for their livelihood. Here they are going to earn money for their livelihood. That means purchase and sale of goods and services to satisfy the human's daily life. Here they are going to satisfy their economic activities. So here they are going to earn their money for their livelihood. So here the livelihoods, and that means here they are going to purchase and sale of goods and services for their daily usage. So for their daily usage means here the consumable items like ghee, milk, vegetables, etc. And as well as the capital items like furniture, machinery, etc. Like that here they are going to earn their money for their livelihoods is known as economic activities. And also in the simple words, here economic activities means here the business involves in money or monetary terms. It involves in money or monetary terms is called as economic activities. And the next one is non-economic activities. So here the non-economic activities means here they are going to render the services. Rendering services. So in this non-economic activities here they are going to render a services without expecting any money. So here they doesn't expect any consideration amount. That is called as non-economic activities. For example, here the old man crossing a road. Here we are going to help that man to cross a road. That is the best example for non-economic activities. So here the non-economic activity means here they won't accept any money. Here they are going to render a services for other people. It is known as non-economic activity. So it includes love, sympathy, and as well as sentiments, etc. is known as non-economic activities. So once again I am going to repeat the various activities that broadly classified into 2 types. In that first one is economic activities. So the economic activities means purchase and sale of goods and services to satisfy the human needs is known as economic activities. And as well as here they are going to consume or else here they are going to satisfy their day-to-day livelihood. So here in simple words, economic activities means here they are going to earn money for their livelihoods is known as economic activities. And the next one is non-economic activities. So the non-economic activities means here they are going to render a services. So here they are going to render a services for other people is known as non-economic activities, and here it includes love, sympathy and sentiments, etc. Understand? And the next one is here the economic. Here the economic activities are again economic activities are divided into three categories. In the first one is business, and the second one is profession, and the third one is employment. Here, these economic activities are broadly classified or broadly categorized into three types. In the first one is business, and second one is profession, and the third one is employment. So you already know the meaning of business. So here the business means business is an economic activity, purchase or sale of goods and services to satisfy the needs of a customers or a human beings is known as business. So here you are going to learn one by one meanings and other categories of professions or employments. So first here we are going to go through with this business. Now let's move on to the characteristics of business. Characteristics of business activity. In this, first one is an economic activity. So the business is an economic activity. Here they are going to deal with the production or sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit is known as an economic activity. So here in this characteristics of business activity, the first point is an economic activity. So the economic activity means here they are going to deal, business is an economic activity, and also here they are going to deal with the production or purchase or sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit. Here the business activities main objective is to earn a profit is known as an economic activity. And also here they won't go for love, affection and as well as sympathy. So next second point is procurement or production of goods and services. So the procurement means here acquire. Here the producers are going to acquire the goods and services from a manufacturers. Here the producers are going to acquire the goods and services from a manufacturer is known as procurement or production of goods and services. Here the manufacturers are going to produce a goods and services for the purpose of sale. The goods will be sold to a customers or a users is known as procurement or production of goods and services. And again I am going to repeat this: production or procurement or production of goods and services means here the procurement means acquire. Here the manufacturers here the producers are going to acquire goods from a manufacturer is known as procurement or production of goods and services. That produced goods will be sold to a ultimate customer or a user is known as sorry, procurement or production of goods and services. And the next one is sale or exchange of goods and services. So here the produced goods must be sale or exchange to some other person is known as a sale or exchange of goods and services. So here directly or indirectly, here the business may transfer their goods from one person to another person. If the person is going to produce one product, that for example here we are going to prepare a pickle. The pickle must be safe. If we use it for the personal consumption, means that is not called as a sale. That is not called as a sale. Here we are going to use a pickle only for the personal purpose, for own consumptions. So here you have to say that pickle for some other person to earn a money is called as sale or exchange of goods and services. And the next one is dealing in goods and services in regular basis. So the next point is dealing with goods and services in regular basis. Here the producer or any salesman is they have to deal the goods and services in a regular basis. Once we sell the goods, means that that person is not called as a businessman. That means here you have to sell the goods and services in a regular basis. He is known as dealing in goods and services in a regular basis. And the next one is profit earning. Next point is profit earning. So before only I said in the meaning of business, here the main objective of business is to earn a profit. Here the main objective or main purpose of business is to earn a profit. So here how the businessman is going to earn that profit, means here they are going to maximize the sales. Here they are going to maximize the sales or
profit maximum
or reduces the cost. So if they maximizes the sales or reduces the costs, automatically here they are going to increase their profit. So here once again I am going to repeat this point. Profit earning means here the business main objective is to earn a profit. Here they are going to earn their income by the way of profit. How they are going to earn their income means here they are going to maximize their sales, and as well as here they are going to reduce the cost. In that cases here they are going to maximize their profit. And the next one is uncertainty of return. So the next point is uncertainty of return. It refers to the lack of knowledge relating to the amount of money that the business is going to give a period. So every business invests money to run its activities with the object of earning profit. Without knowing that here they will incur a losses is known as uncertainty of return. So the uncertainty of return means here because of lack of knowledge, here the businesses main objective is to earn a profit, but without knowing us, here the business may get a losses. Businesses may incur a losses is known as uncertainty of return. So the next one is element for the particular product, or else here the climatic change or theft or accidents may incur. So that is known as element of risk. So here element of risk means here the uncertainties may happen in a business. That means here they are going to incur a losses but unknowingly. So what are the risk means? The first one is here the customer's taste and preferences and demands may decreases for a particular product, and accidents and theft, and as well as lockdowns, like here they are going to close down the companies unknowingly. These are the main characteristics of business activities. Here they may going to ask a 4-mark question or 8-mark question in examination. So once again here I am going to repeat these points. So in the first one is an economic activity. So your business is an economic activity, production or purchase of goods and services. Here we are going to purchase and sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit. And the next one is procurement or production of goods and services. So here the procurement means here the manufacturers, producers are going to acquire goods from a manufacturers, and the production of goods and services. If the person is going to produce a goods means that goods would be sold to some other person. For the purpose of selling goods and services is known as procurement or production of goods and services. And the next third point is sale or exchange of goods and services. So in this business activities, directly or indirectly, here the businessman may involve in exchange of goods and services. Is known as sale or exchange of goods and services. Here once we sell that goods means that would not be called as business. Here we have to sell that goods in a regular. And the next one is here we have to sell that particular product, that is called as selling. And the next one is dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. Here we are going to produce one particular product means that product must be sold. So for example here we are having a bicycle means here we are going to sell that bicycle for a one single transaction. If we don't sell that bicycles for a regular transaction means that is not called as a selling process. So here we have to, if we have to call it selling process means here we have to regularly sell the goods and services, is known as dealing in goods and services on a regular basis. And the next one is profit earning. So here the business main objective is to earn a profit. So the business main objective is to earn a profit. Here the businessman is going to get their income by the way of a profit. How is going to get the income means here they are going to maximize the sales. So here the maximize means here they have to increase their sales by reducing their costs. In that way here they are going to increase their profits. And the next one is uncertainty of return. So the uncertainty of return means here the businessman is uncertainty of return. So here the uncertainty of return means here it refers to a lack of knowledge of relating to the amount of business. So here the businessman is going to invest their money. Here they are going to get return in a particular period. So unknowingly here they are going to get losses. Is known as uncertainty of return. And the next one is element of risk. So the element of risk means here the uncertainty they may incur losses. So what are the kinds of losses here they incur means in that first one is customer taste and preferences, and as well as demand decreases for a particular product, and accidents, theft, and unknowingly the employees are going to lockdowns their company. So in that cases here they are going to incur a losses. So these are the brief explanation about characteristics of business activities. And next topic is business comparison or differentiate between business and profession. And next one is employment. You already know the meaning of business. So the business means business is an economic activity, purchase and sale of goods and services for the purpose of earning profit is known as business, and also they are going to satisfy the needs of human beings is known as business. And the next one is profession. So the profession means here it includes those activities which requires a special knowledge and skill. Which requires a special knowledge and skills. Here the profession means which requires a special knowledge and skills to be applied by a individuals for a particular occupation is known as profession. And the next one is employment. So the employment means it refers to a occupation in which the people work for others. Employment means employment refers to a occupation in which people work for others. Work for others is known as employment. So once again I am going to repeat this meaning. So your business means you already know the meaning of business, and the next one is profession. So the profession means here it requires a special knowledge and skills for a particular occupation is known as profession. So here the individuals are going to perform their special knowledges in their particular occupations like doctors, teachers, lawyers, etc. And the next one is employment. So the employment means here it is an occupation. Here the people, occupation which people work for others for a remuneration basis. In a remuneration basis. So the remuneration means here the workers will get a salary basis or wages basis. So here the salary means here they are going to get their remuneration for a monthly basis, and here the wages means here they are going to get remuneration for a daily basis like coolie is known as employment. Understand? So these are the meanings of business, profession and employment. And now let us move on to the differences between business, profession and employment. So here they may ask for 4-month question or 2-month question. So here basis. The first one is mode of establishment. So here the mode of establishment means here the business, here the entrepreneur, that means here the businessman is going to take decisions and other legal formalities. That means here how he is going to start a business means here they take own decisions. Here he is going to take own decisions, and also here he is going to complete some legal formalities. To start their business. So the mode of establishment means in the business here the entrepreneur or a businessman is going to start their own decisions, and as well as here you have to complete some legal formalities to start a business. And the next one is profession. So the profession means here the membership of a professional body and certificate of a practice. Here the professionals must have a certificate. Here the professionals must have a certificate to make their occupation, to make their particular occupation is known as profession. So here they are going to establish their profession. So the profession means here the professions and the person must need a particular certificate. For example, here the doctors must have particular certificate like ICMR. And the next one is here the BE. And here the engineer students may have a engineer certificate of BE. That means in a particular university or a particular college. And the next one is a employment. So the employment means here they must have a appointment letter. Here they must have a appointment. Here they must have a appointment letter and an agreement to work for others. So in this first one is first differences between the business, profession and employment is here the business, here the entrepreneur or a businessman is going to take all decisions, and also here he had to complete some legal formalities to start their business. And the next one is profession. So they already know the meaning of profession. Here the profession means it is an occupation, and also here he must have a specific knowledge or skill for a particular occupation. In that sense, here he must have a certificate. Here he must have a certificate. For example, doctors, lawyers, or teachers, or students, or etc. And the next one is employment. So the employment means here he is going to work for others. For that purpose, here he must have a appointment letter and an agreement. And now let's move on to the second point. Nature of work. Nature of work. So here nature of work means here the production in the business, production and service, production of goods and services. Production of goods and services is the nature of business. So it's the nature of work. So in the business here they are going to produce and sell goods and services. And the next one is here in the profession, here they are going to render a personalized. Here they are going to render a personalized expert services. So here they are going to render personalized services. For example, here how they are going to give a services means here the doctors are going to treat a patient. So the teachers are not able to treat a patient like that. Here the doctors have to treat a patient, as well as here the teachers are going to teach a students. So this is the best example for the professions how they are going to render a services. And the next one is employment. So they are performing the work as per their contract basis. Here the employment means here they are going to work as per their contract basis. As per contract basis, here they are going to work. Yes, this is the nature of work of employment. So here everybody clear the second point. So here the nature of work. So here the businesses, how the nature of work will be done here means here they are going to produce a goods and services. And the next one is profession. Here they are going to render the personal services. For the doctors are going to give some services, teachers are going to give some services, and as well as the lawyers are going to give some services to a people. It is known as profession, is the nature of profession. And the next one is employment. So here the employers are going to appointed by others. So on that basis here they are going to work. On a contract basis here they are going to work. And the next one is qualification. So in business here there are no minimum qualification is necessary to run a business. Here there is no requirement of qualification. So qualification in the business, here the businessman doesn't need any qualification. It is not necessary. But in the profession here they may need a qualification expertise in a specific occupation. Here they need specific occupation. Specific occupation training. here they need a specific qualification or a specific knowledge in a particular occupation. And the next one is employment. Here also they need a qualification training. So in employment also they need a qualification training. And the next one is yes. Next point is reward or return. So here reward or return. So if your business is going to start, so what is the main objective or purpose? You already know that, right? So here what is the reward they are going to get in business means profit. Here they are going to get a reward or return is profit earned. So here they are going to get a reward is profit earned, and here the professionals are going to get some professional fees. Professional fees. Here they are going to get rewards like professional fees, and here the employment. So in the employment here they are going to get a salary or a wages. Here they are going to get rewards like salary or wages. And the next point is capital investment. Capital investment. So the capital investment requires as per the size of a business. So here in the business here the required capital is as per the size of a business. Size of a business. So next in here in the professions here they require a limited capital. Here they require limited capital. So employment here they no need of any capital and capital investment. No capital investment because here they are working for others. Understand? So the next point is capital investment. Here according to the size of a business, here the businessman is going to invest a capital, and in the profession here they must invest a limited capital, and in employment here they know there is no need of any capital investment. And the next one is transfer of interest. Transfer of interest. So in the transfer of interest means here the businessman can change their business from one business to another business. It is his choices to let his choice. So here he can transfer the business. He can transfer his business, but here in this profession there is no chances of transferring their occupation. There is no chance of transferring their interest in this profession. And the next one is the employment also, where there is no choice to change their interest. And the next one is code of conduct. Code of conduct. So in the code of conduct means rules and regulations. So the rules and regulations in the business, here there is no rules and regulations are formed. No code of conduct. No code of conduct. In the professions, here they have to maintain a code of conduct. Here the professions have to maintain code of conduct. Code of conduct. So in the employment also, here they have to behaviors, maintain the good norms and behaviors in their working places. So the next point is code of conduct. So the businessman doesn't have any code of conduct, and here the professions must follow a code of conduct. value their norms and behaviors in their working places. And the last one is examples. So we are going to give example for businesses, any shop or a factories, shops or factories, etc. Here we can give example for businesses, any shop or factories, or any here the profession means here the legal, medicines, professions or chartered accountants. So see chartered accountants, any medicals is the professions example, and here the employment example is job according to the job requirements. According to their job requirements like a computer operators, etc. So these are the main differences between a business, profession and employment. So the first I am going to repeat once again. So here the mode of establishment. So the mode of establishment means how they are going to establish a business. So here according to the businessman, here they are going to take their own decisions and legal formalities to complete a business, to start their business. And the next one is a profession. So the profession means here they must have a particular certificate to start their occupation. And the next one is employment. To start to work for other means here you must have a appointment letter or a agreement. And then the second one is nature. What kind of nature here they are going to start? What means here in the business, here the business means here they are going to produce like goods and services to sell is the nature of work. And the profession, so here they are going to render their personalized services. And the next one is in employment, here they are going to work their contract basis. And the next one is qualification. So here the businessman doesn't need any qualification. There is no minimum qualification is necessary for a businessman. Here the profession. So the profession means here you need a specific knowledge and a skill. Specific knowledge and a skill in a particular occupation. And the next one is employment. So here the qualification training is necessary. And the next one is rewards or a return. So here the businessman are going to get rewards or a return on basis of a profit. Here he is going to invest their money to a business. In that money will get returned back by a reward profit. And the next one is in the profession. Here they are going to get their reward like a professional fees. As here we are going to visit doctor shops. Here that day we are going to pay some fees. And next one is employment. So at the employment here they are going to working for others. Here the employers are going to provide a salary or wages to employees. And the next one is capital investment. So the capital investment means here the businessman is going to invest the capital according to his size of a business. And the next one is profession. So the profession means here you need a limited capital requirement to start his professional occupation. And the next one is here the employment. There is no requirement of capital investment. And the next point is transfer of interest. So here in business, here the businessman can change the interest from one business to another business. But in the profession, here he is not able to change his profession from one profession to other profession. And in employment also here there is no option. And the next one is code of conduct. So here the code of conduct means rules and regulations. So here the rules and regulations in the business, here we don't have any rules and regulations or no code of conduct. And in the professions we must maintain a code of conduct. And the next one is employment. So here the employment, here the employees are going to make some code of conduct, and that means here we have to, the employees must value their norms and behaviors in their working places. And the last point is here we are going to give some example for business, profession and employment. For business, for example shops and factories, etc. And here the professions means here chartered accountants or any doctors. For example, employment means as per their requirements like computer operators, etc. This is what today's session. So next class we discuss with the new topic. Thank you, Anand.